Hey guys, my name is Shreyas, and welcome to Simple Chemistry. In this video, we're going to be talking about physical and chemical properties. Now, hopefully this is a review for you, but if it's not, that's okay. We're going to talk about it and get it out of the way. Physical properties are properties of a substance that can be observed without changing the substance into a different substance. Chemical properties are properties of a substance that can be observed only by changing the substance into a different substance. A physical change or changes. A physical change is a change to a substance which does not change the substance into a different substance. Chemical changes are changes to a substance which do change the substance into a different substance. Okay, pretty simple. Now let's look at examples so you can better understand the difference between physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties are color, strength, hardness, texture, mass, malleability, and ductility. You've probably not heard of these words before. Malleability is how well a substance can be flattened into sheets, and ductility is how well a substance can be turned into a wire. And boiling point and melting point. Chemical properties are flammability and rusting. Okay, so here, again, let's look at our definition. Physical properties are properties of a substance that can be observed without changing the substance into a different substance. All these properties here can be observed of a substance without changing it. For example, let's look at an apple. You can observe the color of an apple and nothing will happen to it. It's not going to change into an orange. The apple is red, so you know that, and you didn't have to change the apple. Strength, you can press it down and it's not going to change into a different substance. Maybe you might have mushed it a little bit, but it's still an apple. Same thing with hardness. Texture, you can feel the apple, it's kind of smooth, and but you didn't change it into a different substance. You didn't change it into a different food or anything. Mass, you can go weigh it on a machine and see how much mass it has, but you didn't change it. Malleability and ductility, so you can try to flatten the apple into sheets, and it's going to get mushed, obviously, but it's still an apple. It's still parts of an apple. You didn't change it into a different thing. Ductility, you can try to take that apple and make it into a nice wire. Typically, malleability and ductility is for metals, by the way, but I guess it can go for anything. It might turn into an apple wire, but it's not going to turn into a different substance. It's still an apple, but it's crushed, but it's still an apple. Boiling point and melting point, you can try to boil the apple, try to melt the apple, and it's not going to change into anything. So those are physical properties. Now, chemical properties, on the other hand, are things that you can observe only by changing the substance. So let's see if the apple can set on fire. So in order to test that, you might go and put it in a flame, and well, it might burn. But if it does burn, once you're done with that, doing that process, you're not going to have an apple anymore. You're going to have this burnt ashes. And the ashes are not an apple anymore. They're a different thing. They're ashes. They've been chemically restructured. So that's why flammability is a chemical property. Now, apples can't rust, so let's talk about something that can rust. Iron. So, you've probably seen this before. If you go and leave your bike out in the rain, what's going to happen a few days later is it's going to rust. It's going to turn into this red thing, and it doesn't come off. So that's an example of a chemical property, because now you've changed the metal into rust, and it's now a completely different thing. It's not metal anymore. And because it's changed into a completely different thing, different substance, rusting is also a chemical property. I didn't give examples of physical changes and chemical changes, because they kind of go hand in hand, But you can figure out on your own. Okay, physical changes are the changes which describe it. So, flammable is the chemical property. Chemical change would be the actual flame, But flammable describes the property of the substance. The change itself would be setting that thing on fire. So pretty simple, Properties describe a substance, and the actual change are physical changes and chemical changes. It's the only difference. Okay? So physical and chemical properties are as simple as that.